Within every child lies the fate of the future, by Maria Montessori. Messmore Elementary, a safe Montessori institution which has always led its kids to academic success. From when I was only 3 years old, I started at Messmore. The institution has shaped and molded me into the young and responsible human being I am today. As I reached 6th grade, I have made many Messmore memories throughout the 9 years I've been here. If I listed all of my personal memories, we would be a pile of skeletons by the time I finished. My memories from this school have largely contributed to the process of my growth. The result is one thing, but the journey is what we live for. I remember the very first day I arrived at Messmore Elementary. I went through the same stage almost every young preschooler goes through. I cried. But after the first day of my arrival to Messmore, I felt welcome. I felt like a part of the large and loving family that still stands strong and vigorously, even today. It was a feeling I had never experienced before, and I greatly appreciate this amazing school for that. Another early memory I gained while in Messmore was my first field trip in 1st grade at the zoo. Independent from my parents, I did not know what the future had in store for me. Luckily, my teacher, Mrs. Wooded, made sure myself and my class were safe and to be seen throughout the trip. My early Messmore memories built my confidence and they encouraged me to try new things. As well as I remember my freshman years at Messmore, I also vividly remember my middle years. At 3rd grade, I was finally considered an upper L student at Messmore. I was able to play and work with the older students. At the start of 3rd grade, I had met one of my best friends, Sid. We had actually known each other for a very long time, but we never become friends. I found out that we had a lot in common, and I decided to become friends with him. To this day, Sid and I are very close, and we have built a strong rapport. Another memory in my middle Messmore years was in 4th grade. When student council elections came around, I decided to run for representative. I started out scared and worried about losing, but eventually I decided to just move on with my life. I didn't know if it was my popularity, my decent speech, or even the small jingle I added to my campaign, but I won. It was truly one of the greatest moments of my life. But as I won, I saw the sad look on my opponents' faces when they discovered they had lost. I shook their hands and encouraged them to move on and to try out for student council the following year. My memories which took place in the middle years of my Messmore term taught me responsibility and the importance of humility. As my middle years at Messmore came to a close, I started my final years at Messmore. 5th grade started out bad for me. Almost all of my friends were either in Miss Papandreou's or in Mrs. Grace's class. I sat in class and waited for recess, where I would at least be given 20 minutes to play with my friends. But as my life came to a turn, I started to wonder if it was really a bad thing. In fact, it turned out to be a good experience. I was given an opportunity to make new friends and to step out of my comfort zone. A memorable moment I experienced in 5th grade was going on my first Camp Tamarack field trip. My friends and I had a tremendous amount of fun participating in team-building activities and games. We also went to a section of the camp called Smokerville. We were given the opportunity to live as pilgrims in the olden days. We were also given goals to mark how well we would have survived if we were really in their time. Another memorable moment from my final years at Messmore was at the end of the year during 5th grade when I was accepted into the Davis Accelerated Math program. The program gave me the opportunity to excel in math and to catch a glimpse of the junior high experience. My final years at Messmore taught me about the potential I had, and my last years raised my self-confidence. In conclusion, I would like to thank this exceptional school for every moment I have experienced. The laughs, the tears shed, the scary moments, and even the hard times. Every single one has better prepared me for the future. Every moment has taught me something. And for that, I thank this school. For that, I appreciate all it has given me. As my body will leave this great institution, my soul will remain in its place at Messmore Elementary. Thank you.